Hello, people of the universe. This has been my greeting lately. Been like to anybody saying like, hello, friends. Anyways, I just wanted to take time to make a video for Teacher Appreciation Week because you walk through my frame. Okay, I knew that wasn't gonna stay. But anyways, I wanted to make a video because it is Teacher Appreciation Week. We can insert a lower third here if you see fit. If not, I may directly upload this to Facebook because it is pretty late, and I should probably be sleeping because I have to get up in a little while, and I've been up for a really long time. If you can't tell, I look pretty tired, but that's okay. Besides the point, I know it's Teacher Appreciation Week, and I wanted to take time out of my crazy busy life to thank teachers who have obviously raised. It takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a village to raise Meghan Gappa. So there's been a lot of people who in Lyndonville who have been my teachers. So I'm gonna give them all a shout out to who I remember. I'm sorry if I forget any. From like. Please excuse my puppy. He barks at everything. Thanks, Teddy. That's my puppy, who is really interrupting right now because he doesn't understand I'm talking to a computer. Anyways, hi, Teddy. Alright, so it's Teacher Appreciation Week, y'all. So this is my microphone. I'm just kidding. Anyways, I just wanted to make a quick video to tell every teacher I've ever had in life, good or bad, that I enjoyed, that I maybe did not enjoy. Thank you, because it takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a village to raise Meghan Gappa. So I just want to give shout outs to some of my favorites. If I forget somebody, it's not intentional. I've had a lot of teachers through my 25 years of life. For kindergarten, I definitely had two of my favorites ever. Short Mrs. Good and Tall Mrs. Good. And then if you throw it down to 7th grade, like skip a few years, for 7th grade I had Short Mrs. Good's daughter, SG, Senorita Good, Senora Good, now she's Dr. Smith. And she was Senora Smith before that because she got married. And obviously was a Spanish teacher, she couldn't tell. I really enjoyed having her. And Tall Mrs. Good thinks she's my favorite Good, but I really like them all equally. There's love for everybody in my heart, it's okay. Then I had Mrs. Nice for 1st grade, Mrs. Schwartz for 2nd, Miss Hogan for 3rd, and then I had, obviously, Miss Hogan's bestie, Miss Demario for 4th. They kind of go, they're like a package deal. You like sync, if you get synced up in their classes, it was a good time. So I really love them too. 5th grade I had Mrs. Lewis, and then 6th grade I had Mrs. Moore. I know sometimes they get reversed in Lyndonville, they switch on and switch off, so yeah. Another teacher I remember is Mrs. Hercom. Did some plays with her, or as I call her, Mrs. Gum, so she follows me on Facebook, so holler to Mrs. Hercom. I just said holler in a teacher video. I'm really sorry, I'm really tired. But anyways, I just wanted to make sure I made this, so I thanked everybody, especially Mr. O'Connor and Mr. Fullman, math teachers I had, because we know that Meghan Gappa is not good at math. So they would accept page. I would go home in Mr. O'Connor's like 7th and 8th grade math class, and somehow I would write down the wrong problems at school. Go home and spend all this time being frustrated over homework, crying because I couldn't understand it. My mom would try and help me because she's really good at math and I'm not so much. And my brother would try and help. I would call Grandpa Gappa and he would try and help me too. And it was just, I went home and did pages of math homework I didn't have to do, and I brought him in and he knew I wasn't going to redo them, so he counted them. So thank you, Mr. O'Connor. And Mr. Fullman, I believe, found 2 more points on the math A regions. I don't think I would have made it, to be honest, like in pre-calc or calc or math B. Because me and trigonometry are like, Like, me and math are like, but me and trigonometry are like, oh no, oh no. So, yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to him because he knew I wasn't going to sit through that test again, so he found 2 more points so I could get a 65 and pass it back in the day when I was in 9th grade, which was probably like 2005 to 2006. And other awesome teachers I had, like music teachers like Miss Same, Mr. Stacy, love them, even though I always told Mr. Stacy he was killing me. I loved Mrs. Bone, who I had in 5th grade. What funny thing, had her for 1 year in 5th grade. I was in Alice in Wonderland with her for my first musical, and she like left and got like a different job somewhere. And I saw her at SUNY Fredonia a few years ago, and I was like, "Is that Mrs. Bone?" And I think it's because I had saw her at the Lullaby of Lyndonville shortly before I had saw her at Fredonia, maybe not, but I remembered her, and we kept staring at each other down like we knew each other. And I finally got the courage to go walk over and ask her if it was her, and because I felt I was going to feel really dumb if it wasn't. And it turns out it was her. So, hi Mrs. Bone, thank you for being one of the best teachers I ever had and remember. And I know I have a big memory. Also Mrs. Lacey, Mr. Hughes. I also sat next to Kelsey Lanigan, who's now our teacher in English, and Veronica Simon. shout out to them because they were definitely my English teachers. And Mrs. Marker, who I had for like English AIS and lots of different English classes from middle school to high school. And she was always so funny. I just remember when I had like English AIS with her and Charlie Miller and Marissa Eldaco. Shout out to Marissa. She got me through a lot of a lot of stuff, and she was with me through a lot of my schooling days. So yeah, I think I got a lot of them covered. One of the teachers I will never forget, who I haven't seen because he left Lyndonville a long time ago, was Mr. Doty. He was so cool. I loved him for history. He was like, he made me love history even more. And Mrs. K, I loved her, Mrs. Kwiatkowski. We were the ones in her class for American history when they did the draft. She looked us up by our birthdays and see who would have got chosen. And mine was in September, and hers was like I don't remember when Mrs. K's birthday is, I'm sorry. But we were the ones that got picked out of my class to be in the draft. So we started the Save the Private Gappa and Mrs. K campaign, so we didn't get drafted. Is there anybody else? I'm trying to think. Oh, college. I also had Bob Borgatti at NCCC and Ann Catalano. Sorry, I'm confusing you with the anchor at Wham, who's Mike Catalana. So sorry about that. They were two of the people who definitely formed me into the video loving Meghan You Know Today. I also had Jane Jackson, was one of my favorite teachers at Fredonia. I love you, Jane. I had awesome teacher's assistants, Kimmy Kresner. So shout out to Kimmy too. Fiction was my all-time favorite class ever in my whole probably entire life. And then we also have my other favorite activity, which is dance. And Miss Stephanie definitely has taught me a lot of life lessons, and she lets me come back every year to dance with her, so I really appreciate her. She's like my second or third or fourth, however many moms I have now, because I have a lot. And I don't know if there's anybody else I should thank, probably. I've had a lot of teachers, so if you have ever taught me in life and I didn't say thank you to you, thank you. Because you're appreciated, and you're loved, and you're underpaid, and you're overworked, so we should fix that, because I think America would be a better place if teachers got paid more. But I'm not here to give you my 25 years of life, that is not a whole lot, on wisdom of what I think is politically correct and incorrect. I'm here to say thank you to teachers. So, if I missed you again, I'm really sorry. I've had a lot of teachers, so, and I've been up since 1:30 this morning, and it's now almost 8 o'clock, so, and I'm not on a whole lot of sleep. So, thank you. If you watched this whole 7-minute video, I really appreciate it. And I love you, and go teachers. Woo!